FLC.
What up?
So it's Friday at 1 o'clock. We made it. We're actually at home in our home gym.
Hold on. Sound check. Sound check. Can you hear us? If you hear us, tap on the screen. Let us know that you're there, that you can hear us.
With the microphone on?
Oh, I guess that would make sense, huh?
We're gonna plug in our
Let's plug in the microphone.
our mic. So maybe that'll help. So hopefully we don't have issues like we had before. However, it came back. The volume came back a few days later, so that was cool.
Or you did one of these things. What's going on?
So for Francisco, he wanted a 360. I don't know. He wanted some panorama view of our workout room. This is actually a suite off of the master, and it's really small. Like literally, we could touch if he was over a little. Like we're touching the walls.
It's probably 12 feet wide.
But it's deep. So anyhow, we just figured it was a perfect room for us to work out in.
Make our in-house gym.
Absolutely.
So look, it's not lost on us. 2017 is here. Happy New Year's to everybody. But with the new year, we know that a lot of folks come up with New Year's resolutions and all that good stuff. And we get it. I understand. However, we take a little bit different focus on it, right? So we're not here. It's not a comparison. It's not competitive. We're not body shaming. But we do want to talk about working out together because we do believe that there are some significant benefits to working out together.
Yes.
So
we actually have been working out together for years.
Oh yeah,
longer than that.
Yeah.
But we started really getting into it about 3 years ago.
Hold on a second. Hey, Bonnie Clark, what's going on?
And not only like we've supported one another. So he was always the gym goer, always the runner, and I was not.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that because back in 2010, I was 250 pounds, right? And so just think about that, 250 pounds, and today I weighed in at 212.2. My low has been like 199.7, and this year is my year to go under 200 and stay there. But I've always done things to be active. I've always been in shape. And being in shape is different for everyone. So first off, my first challenge to you is take a walk with, are you in the shape that you want to be in? That's a personal decision. So this is, obviously there's some influence with my spouse, my partner, my better half, but it's something that you've got to decide, are you in the shape that you want to be in? And admittedly, at that time, at 250 pounds, I simply wasn't. So.
Right. And one of the things we always talk about is, our body's not our own. It's not that our body needs to be like a supermodel, but
Mine is.
Woo! But our body's not our own. Our body, our health is for our spouse, our partner, our children, our grandchildren, our family, our friends. But, to bring it to fun-loving couples for our partner. So if I'm not in good health, it affects him. And I may not be around, to enjoy our time together. Whoops.
Paul is the racquetball king. Yeah, good for Paul. Love that.
Right on. And that takes a lot of cardio.
It absolutely does.
So anyhow, I was just talking about, our body's not our own. And to Charles's point at the very beginning, everyone is different. So we all don't have to be supermodels. We all don't have to drop 50 pounds or 40 pounds or things like that. But, we want to be around for one another. So how do you do that?
Exactly. And that's all part of it. The topic is obviously working out, but how does it apply to fun-loving couples who like adventure and relationships through traveling, eating well, working out, and having fun? And I would tell you, so there's a lot that goes into it, right? Number one, I'm looking at my notes, so don't judge. But number one, I believe in working out, the challenges and trials and tribulations that you come over in the gym, which are minuscule compared to just life, right?
Hey, Francisco.
But hey, what's up, Al? Big Al, whoop whoop. But if you're working out together, I think it also creates some vulnerabilities for one another. But that vulnerability is a way to depend on each other, right? So, hey, if my form isn't good and she calls me on it, I have a decision to make. Can I get frustrated and pissed off, or do I accept her critique and change? And vice versa. So why that's important is, let's say you're on an around the world global travel and you have some sort of a conversation or communication issue in the airport. Well, hopefully if it's some working out together or any type of communication resolution, that becomes just a little bump in the road and not some blow up derailment and everyone falls apart, right? So
Right.
something to think about.
Yes. So I'm going to give an example. We were at the gym, not in our home gym, the other day, and just wasn't feeling it. And my partner here was like, "I'm the coach. Let's go. Push." So I needed that because otherwise, if I was on my own, if I was working out by myself, I'm like, "This sucks right now. I'm leaving. I'm going to go home and cook dinner and be done with the day." And not only that, I mean, I was talking about us being accountable to one another, working out together. I mean, that's huge. So why are we doing it? We're doing it for each other. So pushing each other is a huge benefit. But also, we found, being in group classes helps too. I find that someone's really competitive.
Oh my goodness. This one is competitive. We know it. For the next FLC live event, for those that have come, we'll talk offline about the competitive nature of my wife. It's freaking scary.
No, it isn't.
Oh my goodness.
That's the only time I'm competitive. I can't help it. Anyhow, back to your notes.
So I also say this. Yeah, my body's not my own; it's reserved for my wife. But look, something else I took a walk with. I don't have grandkids yet, and I hope I don't have grandkids for a long time. However, when we do have grandkids, I don't want us to be those grandparents that are stuck on the sofa because we're physically unable to do things. I want us to be that crazy grandparent couple that, we're out doing cartwheels and backflips and all kind of nonsense with our grandkids. I want to be the grandparents that's modeling for our grandkids and for our parents. And think about this, modeling for other folks, right? I didn't just wake up one day and feel like we should go work out. It was because we've been surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses that took care of their bodies for their spouses, for the things, and that's why they do the things that they've done. They spurred us on to do these things and to be more mindful of what we're doing, what we're putting into our body and what we're doing with our bodies.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Karen.
What's up, Karen? So, what can you do? Again, we've got this little room that we turned into a gym. It doesn't need to be this elaborate. You can get a gym membership if you want it. It doesn't need to be that elaborate. If you've got these tennis shoes, right? There's a gym right outside your window, and it's free for everybody. So it's whatever level that you want to put into it. But I would encourage you to do this. Evaluate your day. Do you sit on the sofa after 6 o'clock? Hey, why don't you spend 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever you're comfortable with, and doing something productive that's working out with one another, even if it's just nothing more than a walk, which in my opinion, going for walks is highly underrated.
Yeah, it's really cool, especially it's a great time for talking.
Hey guys, bring your earplugs or some headphones.
Oh no!
I'm just joking. You know I had to throw that in there though.
So it's a new year. There's the resolutions and all that stuff, and whether you believe in them or not, it's a new year. What are you going to do different than last year, or what are you going to excel this year in your working out? We encourage you to work out together. I think it's fun. We get to be sweaty and smelly and flushed and, very vulnerable with one another, which a lot of times couples don't do. They don't like to do. So test it out. See what happens.
Yeah, my belief is that vulnerability actually draws you closer to each other and makes you stronger. It strengthens your communication skills. Especially in those stressful situations. Linda's bench pressing 500 pounds and she needs to get that last rep out. I got to push her to get it going, right? The other thing is it develops dependability on each other. And I'm telling you that is critical in a relationship. If you don't feel like you depend upon your partner, I think that's the first flag that maybe there's something that you should investigate. Because if I just run self-sufficient by myself, then, in my head, why my wife? Well, of course I need my wife. My wife needs, or whatever your relationship situation is, we should be depending on one another and not isolating ourselves from one another. So think about that.
Yeah. What else do you have in your notes?
Oh, let's just talk about all the stuff we've got. So look, big ass yoga ball.
Who else is on?
Just Karen.
Oh, okay.
Just but yoga ball, you can do all kind of cool things with this in the house. Right? Obviously, you see some spin bikes we're sitting on. And here's the thing, these bikes weren't expensive. We think we paid, what, $100 for these?
$100 used, of course.
Yeah.
And these are actually the ones that we used at the gym, so we are very used to them. A jump rope. You can travel with a jump rope.
And these are badass jump ropes. What do they call them? Speed ropes or something? Super light, maybe $12. But you can take this anywhere you go. And I'm telling you, if you can jump rope for 30 minutes, that's a heck of a workout. Oh my gosh.
Yes, or you could use a Tabata timer and go on for 20, off for 10, on for 30, off for 10, and do that for maybe 15, 20 minutes until you work yourself up.
So I need a spin bike too. Karen, I agree.
I
You need a spin bike too. Let's make that happen. And for those of you who don't know what a Tabata timer is, look somewhere else in the thread on the page, and there was a video with P3 Fitness talks about Tabata timers.
Yeah, you can download it on your phone. These bands, you can use them for your legs, your arms, for Pilates, and these were probably $4 at Ross. Just so you know, a great place to go for equipment. I even got this there. Actually, I got almost all of these little things there at Ross for very inexpensive. Marshalls, TJ Maxx, if you go to their sections, you can find a lot of this stuff instead of going to the actual sporting goods store.
So this is just an agility ladder. I use it to smack that up. No, I'm just joking. You lay it on the ground, you run around through it. It's great for increasing cardio.
Buddy.
And your, I don't know what I want to say.
Agility.
Agility, there we go. Oh,
you need one of these.
Here, hold that. I gotta get something else. I'll be right back.
So this is good for when you're sore after a spin session or tons of squats, which I did 3 straight minutes the other day with an awesome song that Charles had on here. I wouldn't do that at the gym because I probably look like a maniac. But I was sore the next day, so this comes in handy. You just roll on it. Oh, and then my lovely husband is his Christmas present.
Hey, by the way, Al, you still owe me your workout song set. And anyone else who's listening, I need more songs for my workout set, so submit them in the group. I'd love to see them. But this is what I wanted to talk about. As Linda said, this is my birthday or my Christmas present. Check this joker out. It's called a micro stressor mat. So after you've had a great workout and you want to relax a little bit,
that joker hurts.
You lay on this thing for, they say 5 to 10 minutes. I've actually been sleeping on it for a couple hours a night, and it does wonders to relax you.
Yeah, it's about $20, and you can get it on Amazon. Actually, I'm going to be putting a bunch of Amazon links on our website, so you can get a lot of this equipment on there if you can't find it at Ross, Marshalls, or TJ Maxx.
This is Linda's.
Oh, my 20-pounder.
Yeah.
We were on Craigslist and found some weights. His 3-pounder.
You know,
okay, am I going to keep holding this? I'm like...
You got to start somewhere. 3 pounds works for me.
We've been on Craigslist, on all the exchanges here on Facebook, just trying to find equipment to have in the house. Just in case it's been raining, I don't want to go to the gym when it's pouring down rain, so we can work out here.
Hey, insider tip, wait till like February, March, when everyone who had those New Year's resolutions stops and they want to get rid of their stuff. You pick up equipment at pennies on the dollar.
I know, Karen, that's when you'll find your bike.
Hey, don't forget,
plates.
You can even just work out with plates. And you can find these typically like $1 a pound in retail, or maybe 50 cents a pound when someone's selling them.
Absolutely. So, again, walking is fine. Running is fine if you're up for it. I'm not a runner, although I will do some, what do we do? The sprints, or what are they called? Interval.
HIIT training.
Yeah, interval running, interval sprints outside. But really, it's a new year. What are you going to do with it?
What are you going to do with it? And look, one of the things that we do is on most Sundays, not every Sundays, we simply go for a walk to get coffee. It's a couple miles, right? Good conversation. It's good to get out, clear the lungs.
Good conversation, you said earlier. No?
Now I'm in trouble. But so be creative with it. You know, if you find yourself sitting on the sofa for too long, that should be your first feedback that you could be doing something a little more productive. And let's be clear, while the workout is beneficial, it's not just about the workout, it's about the relationship. Remember, travel, eat well, work out, have fun.
Yes, and I think we have fun when we work out. And you know, I wanted to talk about health. I think we ran out of time, so maybe we'll talk about that next week. Everyone's version of health is different. Everyone's version of healthy eating is different.
As is everyone's version of working out.
Yeah, everyone's body's different. So stay tuned next Friday, and we'll talk a little bit about healthy eating and just health in general.
And don't forget, not that this is the Charles and Linda show, this is the fun-loving couple show. So run your own Facebook Live, submit your own topics, we'll address them to the best of our ability. Or like I said, run your own Facebook Live, leave comments below. Invite your friends to be in Facebook Live. Oh, and I think we can actually reveal something. Keep your eye out for, what do we call this? It's the Progressive Amazing Dinner. We're going to do 1 or 2 trial beta tests, but then we're going to turn this so that winners of the amazing Progressive Dinner could maybe get as much as $1,000. We haven't worked out all the details yet, but just something to think about. And I promise you, it's going to be fun and adventurous, and it's based around, at least this thing, eating well.
Yes. And disclaimer, maybe up to $1,000.
Legal made us say that.
I know, exactly. But hey, have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I'm glad you joined us today. And let us know what you do with each other when you work out. Do you walk? Do you lift weights? Do you kettlebell, spin, blah, blah.
I think Al wrestles Karina.
Yes, with a kettlebell over his head.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thanks. Again, it's Linda and Charles. We want to hear from you, and have a great weekend.
See ya.